Living a long life isn't always about doing something big or dramatic. Most of the time, it's the small, steady choices that quietly shape how well we age. I've spoken with people well into their 90s who are still sharp, still active, and what they all say is pretty simple. Staying healthy later in life comes down to avoiding a few key health problems that sneak up on people. They don't come all at once. They show up slowly, sometimes so quietly you don't even notice. But if you stay ahead of them, you give yourself a better shot at living with energy, with purpose, and without being stuck in and out of doctors' offices. That's what I want to talk to you about today. Not just how to live longer, but how to feel better while you're at it. And before we jump in, I'd love to know something. Where are you tuning in from today? Let me know in the comments. I always enjoy hearing where folks are listening from. Now let's get started. 1. Type 2 diabetes. Let's talk about one of the biggest health threats to older adults: type 2 diabetes. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Diabetes doesn't always come in with flashing lights. In fact, it often creeps in slowly, quietly. You might not feel a single thing for years, while your blood sugar silently starts damaging your heart, kidneys, nerves, even your eyesight. And yet, despite how serious it can become, this is one of the most preventable conditions you can face. That's not a guess. It's backed by decades of solid research. So let's break it down simply. When you eat, your body turns food into sugar. This is normal. Your body then uses insulin to help your cells absorb that sugar and turn it into energy. But with type 2 diabetes, that system stops working properly. Sugar builds up in your blood instead of going where it's needed. Over time, that sugar acts like slow poison. It wears down your blood vessels and organs from the inside out. But here's the hopeful part: you can turn things around. Even if you've been told you have prediabetes, or your blood sugar is slightly high, it's not too late. In fact, this is the best time to act. Let's talk food, not dieting, just simple eating habits that keep your sugar steady. Half your plate? Fill it with vegetables. The more colors, the better. Add some lean protein: fish, chicken, beans, eggs. Then include a small portion of healthy carbs like brown rice, lentils, or sweet potatoes. That's it. No fancy counting. No cutting everything out. Watch out for the sneaky stuff, though. Fruit juices, even the 100% natural kind, can spike your blood sugar like soda. Same with sweet coffee drinks and processed snacks. Switch to water with lemon, unsweetened tea, or plain coffee with just a touch of milk. For snacks, think nuts, a boiled egg, or a small piece of fruit. Keep it simple, real, and unprocessed when you can. Movement is powerful medicine, and you don't have to run marathons. A short 15-minute walk after your biggest meal of the day can help your body handle sugar better. Even light activities like sweeping, gardening, or walking around the house count. What matters is that you keep moving regularly. Sleep and stress, yes, they're part of this too. Poor sleep makes it harder for your body to manage sugar. Chronic stress? That keeps your blood sugar high all day long. A calming bedtime routine, short naps if needed, deep breathing, prayer, time outdoors. These things are small but powerful ways to help your body stay balanced. And please get your blood sugar checked. You'd be surprised how many folks walk around for years with high sugar levels, feeling fine, while silent damage keeps building. A simple test at your checkup can make all the difference. Recent studies have shown that these basic changes, eating a little better, moving more, managing stress, can cut your diabetes risk by up to 70%. That's not small. That's your energy, your independence, your time with grandkids, your ability to stay in your home longer. Don't think of this as fixing your health. Think of it as protecting your future self, with the help of a few good habits that work for you, not against you. 2. Heart disease. Now let's talk about your heart. That steady, quiet pump in your chest that's been working non-stop, every single day, for decades. You probably already know that heart disease is the leading cause of death in the US for older adults. But what many people don't realize is that up to 80% of heart problems can be prevented. That's huge. This isn't about being lucky or having perfect genes. It's about how you take care of the only heart you've got. So let's break it down. Over time, the blood vessels that carry oxygen to your heart and the rest of your body can get narrow or stiff. This happens slowly because of high blood pressure, cholesterol, too much sugar, inflammation, and plain old wear and tear. When your heart has to work harder to push blood through those tighter spaces, it strains. That's how you end up with chest pain, shortness of breath, or even a heart attack. But here's the good news. Your heart responds quickly to better care. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you're never too old to start. First, let's talk about salt. You don't have to cut it out completely, but most folks eat way more than they realize. It's hidden in canned foods, takeout, frozen meals, sauces. You can start small, use herbs and spices instead of reaching for the salt shaker. Your taste buds will adjust with time. Then there's cholesterol and saturated fat, things that build up and clog your arteries. Choose heart-friendly fats instead. Fish like salmon and tuna are great. Use olive oil instead of butter. Add some walnuts or avocado to your plate now and then. And yes, dark chocolate, just a square or two, can actually be good for your heart. Eating more fiber helps too. Whole grains, beans, fruits, and vegetables help sweep out the stuff that builds up in your blood vessels. It's like giving your heart's plumbing a little cleaning every day. Now let's talk about something simple and powerful, movement. You don't need a treadmill or a gym. A daily walk, 10, 15, 30 minutes, can strengthen your heart more than you might imagine. If walking's hard, even moving your arms and legs while seated, doing light chores or stretching can help. It's not about pushing yourself hard. It's about showing up for your heart every day in small ways. Don't forget stress. When you're stressed, your body releases chemicals that tighten your blood vessels and raise your blood pressure. Even little things, deep breathing, gentle music, time with friends, quiet prayer, can help lower that stress response. These aren't luxuries. They're part of heart care. Sleep matters too. When you sleep, your blood pressure drops, giving your heart a break. Aim for 7 to 8 hours if you can. If you have trouble falling asleep, try turning off screens an hour before bed, keeping your room dark and cool, and following a regular routine. One more thing, check your numbers. Blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, don't guess. Know your levels. That way, you and your doctor can catch things early, before they turn into something bigger. Here's what I want you to remember. Every little change helps. Even if you start with just one thing, like a short daily walk or cutting back on salt, it can make a real difference. Your heart doesn't need you to be perfect. It just needs you to care. You've got a lot of life still ahead of you. Protect your heart. Not just to live longer, but to enjoy your days more fully, with energy and freedom. 3. Cancer. A topic that brings up a lot of fear for many people. And that's understandable. Just the word itself carries a weight. But today, I want to offer you something different. Not fear, but clarity, hope, and simple steps that really do matter. Cancer isn't always something we can completely avoid. But here's what the research tells us. Around 40% of cancers are preventable through lifestyle choices. That means your daily habits, the way you eat, move, rest, and take care of yourself, can actually protect your body at the cellular level. As we age, our body's natural ability to repair damaged cells slows down. That's why cancer risk tends to rise in our later years. But that doesn't mean you're powerless. Not at all. Let's talk first about screening. I know nobody likes tests, but screenings like colonoscopies, mammograms, prostate checks, and skin exams don't just detect cancer. They can prevent it. A colonoscopy, for example, can find and remove polyps before they turn into cancer. That's real prevention. Talk to your doctor about which screenings are right for your age and health history. Catching things early makes a huge difference. Now onto your plate. A diet rich in vegetables and fruits gives your cells the tools they need to fight off damage. These colorful foods are full of antioxidants, natural protectors that help prevent abnormal cell growth. You don't have to give up everything you love. Just shift the balance. Add more greens, berries, carrots, tomatoes. Think color, not complexity. It's also smart to limit red and processed meats. You don't need to become vegetarian, but try swapping a few meals each week with chicken, fish, beans, or plant-based options. These small shifts reduce cancer risk without making eating feel like a chore. Let's talk about movement again. Not for weight loss. Forget that. Regular physical activity helps your immune system stay strong and reduces inflammation, both of which are key for lowering cancer risk. Whether it's a walk, stretching, dancing in the kitchen, or tending your garden. Every bit of movement helps. Here's one a lot of folks forget. Your skin matters, too. Skin cancer is one of the most preventable types of cancer. Even if you're not lying out in the sun, everyday exposure adds up. A bit of sunscreen each morning, wearing hats, or sitting in the shade during peak sun hours can really help. And if you notice any changes in moles or spots, get them checked. It's always better to be safe. Now, about weight. Carrying extra body fat, especially around the belly, can increase certain hormones that promote cancer growth. But here's the good news. You don't need to lose a lot. Even losing just 5 to 10 pounds can reduce your risk. Don't aim for skinny, aim for healthy. Be mindful of things like alcohol and smoking, too. Alcohol, even in small amounts, can raise the risk of certain cancers. If you drink, keep it light, no more than 1 drink a day. And if you smoke or use tobacco, know this, quitting at any age has powerful benefits. Your body starts healing the moment you stop. And finally, listen to your body. Unexplained weight loss, unusual bleeding, a new lump, or persistent fatigue. Don't ignore these signs. Getting checked early could save your life. So no, you can't control every risk. But you can create an environment inside your body where your natural defenses stay strong. It's not about being perfect. It's about being aware, being involved, and doing what you can, when you can. For dementia. Alright, now let's talk about dementia, something many of you might worry about, and rightfully so. Forgetting things, feeling confused, losing track of time. It's scary, and it touches so many lives. But here's the thing. While dementia isn't completely avoidable, there are proven ways to slow it down and keep your mind sharper for longer. Your brain is like a muscle, it needs exercise, fuel, and rest to work well. One of the biggest risks for dementia is not using your brain enough. So keep challenging yourself. It doesn't have to be hard or stressful. Simple things count. Reading a book, doing puzzles, learning a new skill, or even chatting with friends. These small efforts build new connections in your brain, like paths in a forest that help you remember and think better. Physical activity isn't just good for your body. It's great for your brain too. Moving your body helps blood flow to your brain, which keeps brain cells healthy. A daily walk, stretching, or gentle yoga can make a big difference in how your mind functions. What you eat matters here as well. Foods rich in healthy fats, like olive oil, nuts, and fish, help protect your brain. Antioxidants found in berries and leafy greens also fight inflammation, which can damage brain cells over time. So yes, that Mediterranean-style diet isn't just a fad. It's one of the best things you can do for your memory. Sleep. Oh, sleep. It's the brain's nightly cleaning service. When you don't sleep well, your brain can't clear out toxins properly, which can speed up memory problems. Try to get 7 to 8 hours every night, and keep a regular schedule if you can. Managing stress is important too. Chronic stress can shrink parts of the brain important for memory. Find what calms you, whether it's meditation, breathing exercises, gardening, or listening to music, and make time for it regularly. Don't forget social connections. Isolation can worsen memory loss. Staying connected with family, friends, or community groups gives your brain stimulation and emotional support, which are both essential. Finally, managing other health problems is crucial. High blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol don't just affect your heart. They can harm your brain too. Keep up with your doctor visits, take medications as prescribed, and monitor these conditions closely. You might feel overwhelmed hearing all this, but remember, it's about small, consistent steps. Every positive choice you make helps your brain stay healthier longer. The little things you do every day really add up. Eating healthy meals, getting a bit of fresh air with a walk, and finding ways to relax aren't just nice ideas. They actually protect you from big health problems. It's like giving your body and mind a gentle hug, helping you feel stronger and more energized for the days ahead. And the best part? You don't have to change everything overnight. Start small, maybe just one new habit this week, and build from there. Like Mary from Florida, who at 90 began by simply drinking an extra glass of water each day, and it made her feel more lively than she had in years. Taking care of yourself is the kindest thing you can do, not just for today but for the years to come. If this sounds helpful, I hope you'll share it with someone you care about, because everyone deserves to feel their best as they grow older. And if you want to keep hearing simple ways to stay healthy and happy, subscribing means you won't miss out. Remember, aging well isn't about luck. It's about the choices you make every day.